guys. Today I'm here to talk about one of my favorite singer and actor, Mr. Trevor Howard Lawrence Jackson. Anyway, I'm here to talk about Trevor. Some people think that I'm sure you guys don't know who TJ is. Some of you guys do, some of you guys don't. So I'm gonna say everything about Trev. Okay, start from the top. When Trev was 9 years old, he started tap dancing when he was 9 years old. Okay. And then when he got a little older, he was on The Lion King, the Broadway The Lion King. And after when TJ was a little younger, when he was really young, his first job was when he was 13. He was on Cold Case when he was 13. Then he did another job called Harry's Law. That was, I think it's his second job. And then his third job was Cold Case. Because sometimes, yes, his first job was Cold Case. His second job was Harry's Law. What else? But, so after Trev did that, like I said, he started tapping. He was 9 years old, and he was on the Broadway The Lion King. Then his first job was Cold Case. Then Harry's Law after that. And then he been then he was on, Albert, My Life in the Ocean. I know I haven't watched that one yet, but he was on there. I don't know how old he was at the time. I really don't know how old he was. But, so TJ was on Cold Case when he was 13. Then when Trev got a bit older, he was on, Austin Alley, which I already watched him on there already before. And then when Trev was 15, he was on Let It Shine, which I watched him on there before too. Then after he was on Let It Shine, during that time, he was on his first record label, Atlantic Records, and he released his first EP, New Thing, with 5 songs on there. And then when Trev got, I think he was 18, then he was on Kiss in the Cover. And around that time, he was on tour, on his In My Feelings tour. At the time, I have watched him on there too before on Kiss in the Cover. And then when Trev was in his 20s, 21, he went to another label, Epic Records. After he left Atlantic Records, then he went to another label, Atlantic Records. Epic Records, sorry. After he went there, then he was on a movie. You guys already watched him on the movie Superfly. When he was 21, then he released his first album, Rough Draft Part 1, which I love that album from him when he was 21. And then when he was on Grownish, when he was still on Grownish, he released a couple albums on there too when he was still on Grownish. He released The Love Language when he was still on Grownish. He released Rough Draft Part 2 when he was still on Grownish. And then on maybe 2023 or 22, something like that, he released his EP when he was still at Epic Records, Show Me Diamonds EP. I love that EP from him too. Then, as when Trev was on Grownish, then last year, he was still in a good, last year was his last year on Grownish. And then after that, then he went to another label called, when he left Epic Records, he now was on a new label called United Masters. he he's now signed to now, because we call it United Masters. And after he was that, so now he's on United Masters now, and he's an independent artist. I know, like I said, I've heard Trevor's music before. I've watched him on movies and TV shows before. I've listened to his music before. Over the years, I think some people don't know who Trevor is, but I do. I have been loving. I mean, him and his brother are my inspiration to me. Like, they really, really are. But yeah. But TJ now on United Masters now. He started last year and released Complicated last year, and then he's now signed to now, to United Masters. And then this year, he dropped this new album called I Love You Goodbye, the great breakup album of all time, which I love that album. And now he's on a new show called Grey's Anatomy. He started in May, so he's been out there like maybe 7 months now, and he'll be back on Grey's January 8th. Yeah, so Trev, like I said, TJ started tap dancing when he was 9 years old. Then he was on Broadway. And, like I said, he's my inspiration. Him and Ian are my big inspiration. Like, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know about this feeling. Like I said, I've been loving Trevor for a very, very, very long time. Since 2012, from 2015. I mean, when I was in Florida at the time. But yes, yeah, so TD's from Indianapolis, Indiana. His dad is from Marion, Indiana. His mom, Miss Cam, was adopted, from, I don't know, but I know a little bit, but yes, his mom was adopted, and, TJ is half Puerto Rican. I'm not Trevor's not Puerto Rican, but TJ is half Puerto Rican. TJ has, like 3 cousins. Randon, I can't remember the rest of his cousins, but yeah, so TJ and his brother are a big, huge inspiration to me. Like, yeah, they're a big, huge inspiration to me. Because I've been loving Trevor for a very long time. And like I said, some of y'all people don't know who Trevor is. Some of you do. Like me, I know about TJ because I've been loving Trevor for a very, very, very long time. He was one of my he is one of my favorite actor and singer growing up. Like, I really admire him and his brother. Like, I just love him and his family. I don't know, but I just like something about TJ. Like, he's very, like, Trev has a big heart. He's very smart. He's very funny. He's very, like, he has everything. He knows everything what to say. Yeah, so his mom, like I said, his mom is from Indianapolis. I'm sorry, TJ is from Indianapolis, Indiana. His mom was adopted. And his dad is from Marion, Indiana. And also when Trevor was young, he was homeschooled when he was young, which I did not know at the time. Because when he had his album release party last month, I didn't know that he was homeschooled. But I've been loving Trevor for a very long time. But yes, I've been loving TJ for a very, 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 very long time. And he's like one of my biggest inspirations. Him and his brother are a big inspiration to me. He's the one, like, I know TJ do like different genres of music, and I love I love everything about it. I love his team mixes. And early this year, I posted a video of him doing Kehlani's, early this year, sorry, early this year, I did I posted a video of him doing Kehlani's, folded, team mix, and I posted it, and he reposted my story. I was like, oh my god. I was at my aunt's house. I was in Jersey, my aunt's house, watching my little cousin, and I saw it. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I can't believe Trev saw my story. And I'm in love, like I said, with Living Trevor for a very, very long time. Since I was still going to school around this time, in high school around this time. But like I said, he's one of my biggest inspiration. Him and Ian are a big inspiration because, like I said, ever since I started watching his podcast, him and his brother's podcast, they really have changed my life, like for the better. and I've never been to his concert before. Like I said, I have listened to his music before. I have watched him on movies and TV shows before. And so TD now on a new show, wasn't really new, but he's on Grey's Anatomy. He plays Wes Bryan, but I don't call him by his character name. I just call him by his name. But so TD plays Wes Bryan. He plays a doctor. I know TD isn't really a doctor, but he plays a doctor. And how he got the role is because he was auditioning, whatever. I think self-tape or something. And then that's how he got the role. I'm gonna miss him on Grownish. I am. I'm really gonna miss TJ on Grownish. I really am gonna miss him on Grownish, but cause now I have to get used to watching him on Grey's now. And I'm so used to watching him on Grownish all these years, and movies and TV shows, different TV shows all these years, and listen to his music all these years. And some people, I'm telling you guys need to stop bullying Trev, okay? Like, I understand that some of y'all do not know him, blah, blah, blah,